Hey guys, it's Kate Journey, and I am back today with my planners for 2025 kind of set up for the commonplace and the writing notebook. These are going to be done in separate videos, so I'm just going to shake my entire desk. I'm going to set these aside, and then these are the main planners that I'm going to be in for the year. So I'm going to separate these out. Let's see if I can make some room here. Okay, so this planner, as I shake my desk again, really need to move where I have my camera set up here. Okay, so this planner is actually going to be for my house, like keeping track of chores and bills and kind of self-care and things like that. So what I've done, and I will, in a clip in just a minute, I will be showing you guys exactly how I set it up. So these front pages here, I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do with because I won't need them, because you'll see in other planners I'll be using them. I might do like maybe a tarot card a day in here and just kind of write down what tarot card I got. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. I think I might be doing my tarot reading in something else. But if I am, then I'm going to be getting a different planner for that. So anyway, this is specifically for like self-care and home and chores and whatnot. So instead of the calendar, I have one of the calendars that's not glued. These calendars are beautiful, and I feel kind of bad covering them up, but I don't need them in this planner simply because I'm not going to be monthly planning in here. In here is going to be kind of bi-weekly planning based on kind of custody. So I've got my monthly budget and my income and my purchases, and then I've got my monthly gratitude. And then every week, this is a dashboard. So every week, this is going to be my grocery list. This is going to be kind of like the things that are coming up that are important for the kids. If I need anything, whatnot, like maybe I need to pick up a medication or I need to make a doctor's appointment or whatnot. And just kind of, I'll see as I go how I use these. And then up here is going to be my plan for dinners. So Monday through, Sunday dinners. And then I will have my chores and my two older kids' chores in here, and that's kind of going to be all that this is. I might do workouts. I might actually have workouts down in here. I'm going to be trying to add workouts and meal planning to what I'm doing, but in the beginning, I'm just going to start out with meal planning and planning on healthier dinners and healthier eating habits. But I turn 40 in 2025, and I would like to step into 40 feeling as healthy as possible. So I want to lose weight, but that's kind of not really the goal. The main goal is actually to get healthier. So I want to start eating healthier. I want to start exercising. I want to be better to my body. And that's kind of what this planner is about, that and getting my home in gear. Right now, we've got chores kind of scattered all over the place. And I finally sat down with my bigger kids and I was like, okay, this is a schedule that we can work on. And so I'm just going to make sure they see it every day on the whiteboard in the hallway and I see it every day in here, just so that we can kind of remind each other and keep each other on task. We are a neurodivergent family, and the only person in the house who remembers to do their chores on time is actually my eldest son. So I need to write it down, and my younger son needs to write it down. And so this is helping me stay on track as mom. Okay, and then I'll show a clip in a little bit of me setting that up, because I actually created in Google Sheets, I created these two, and I've been using these 2 pages in another planner for about a year, and they work wonderfully. I'm very happy with them. I don't need to change them. But I wanted to make sure that I had this in a planner that I'm not taking months out of. It used to be that what I would do is I would take 3 months at a time from one planner and another planner and another planner and smoosh them all together in one big planner. And I found that I wasn't keeping a record of how things were changing and moving and growing and my kind of life cycles, because I was just basically ripping the pages out after I was done using them and just shoving them somewhere. So what I'm looking forward to is at the end of 2025, taking all of the information that I've gathered throughout this planner and my other planners and kind of being able to have a bird's eye view of, what's changed, what's improved, how can I improve elsewhere, all of that jazz. Because I know that I've made incredible progress in 2024, but I couldn't list it if I tried, simply because I didn't keep track of it. So I'm trying to keep it together. So for my main planner, and I will show you a clip of me moving this in together. I love this. I'm such a fangirl. I'm such a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fangirl. And when I saw these were available, I begged my boyfriend to get it for me for Christmas. So this is my Christmas gift. It's not under the tree, and it's fine. I'm very, very excited about it. But this is my Christmas present, and I got it before they sold out, so I'm very excited. And I ended up adding this to it in the beginning. So this, I will link her and actually where you can find this printout. This is a Sarra Cannon thing for planning, and I actually printed it wrong, so I had to glue the two together, which is fine. So these are all the months of 2025, and I'm setting up my planning, and I'll show you guys in the next video my board and kind of how I broke this down. And I haven't written it in here yet, but this is going to be my redundant copy. So I have a copy on my board, but if anything happens to my board, I'll have this redundant copy here. And then what I'm basically planning on doing, and these are more pages from her again. This is from a workbook that's free if you joined her newsletter. And it's just basically each month, each quarter, and like the month and the quarter. And then I printed out these pages of hers that come also in the workbook, but in a different order. And I'm going to be breaking down like a 90-day plan in each one of these. Even though I've got my monthly plan, I know things are going to change and move and whatnot. So this is kind of a more flexible, going from the macro to kind of smaller. And then as we get into the monthlies, it'll be, and the weeklies, it'll be micro. So I've got all four of those in there. And then I have the yearly kind of overview here. This will be like doctor's appointments, like these are the big events that I'll just make notes on and move, because this is about my schedule. It's less about chores and self-care and more about my schedule and what work I'm going to be doing during the day. So, and we've got this beautiful monthly that I just love. I keep jumping off of screen there. I love this up top, and I love this little guy. I love Zero. So I do not plan on using a lot of stickers for this. My weekly planning is, as much as I have a bunch of stickers, I might use some, but for the most part, this is going to be my morning chunk of time. So I wake up at about 5:30, and I have from about 5:30 to 6:30 where I do my daily planning, and I kind of just get myself awake for the day, and I have enough coffee, and then I bring my daughter to school, my youngest, and then I have this big chunk of time where she's at school. And then I pick up my daughter, and we kind of have our evening stuff, and I have a big chunk of time after that where I'm, cooking dinner, and I've got some other work stuff that I can do. And then on the bottom here, I want to be recording, oh, I forgot. That's funny. I forgot what I plan on doing here. This might be flexible later. I don't know. So anyway, I have all of that in there. I kept the vertical monthlies, even though I don't really like verticals all that much. I'm kind of forcing myself to use the vertical because what I really wanted is the dashboard weekly. So I have these in here. I got these pages are the guts from the customizable planner, which I do have. So these pages came from this, but this is now my plotting planner, and so it's full of book notes. This is for plotting, so this actually can go in there too. So I've actually got 3 books that are in the works right now, and all 3 of them are in here. One of them I'm in editing, 2 I just finished plotting, and I'm going to be writing I'm in the rough draft of one of those 3. So the rough draft of one is done. I'm in the rough draft of the other, and I just finished kind of fiddling around with the plot of the other, and I'm going to be writing them in tandem together. So this is my plan for the first quarter of the year, maybe a little bit longer, is to finish these books. So anyway, these pages are in here because this is actually what I plan on using for my social media. So this is where I will plan out what videos go where. That's why I left the monthly in here as well, because my main monthly is used for appointments. It's for things that will disrupt my normal flow. And then this is where I will have kind of my when things are getting posted plan. So this is when they're going to be posted, and this is when I'm going to be working on them, if that makes sense. So if I know I'm coming out with a video on Wednesday, I know I need to film either Monday or Tuesday. So this is where I will kind of plan that out ahead of time, and then I will move this back to that one the vertical weekly. But this kind of gives me a space to brainstorm and like brainstorm like the things that I need to collect. Like for this, I needed to make sure that I printed out the pages for my other planner. I need to do other things. So that's what this is for. And I have all of the months in here. So with the expander, the gold expander discs, I can fit 2 entire planners in one as long as I only have the dividers and the covers for one. It does fit both, which is awesome and amazing, and I love it, and I'm so happy with it. So one of the things that I love about Happy Planner is that I know once this year is over, I'm not going to care that there's that year number there. What I'm going to do, most likely, is I'm going to say, okay, I love this planner, and I love these matching dividers, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, once I'm done and I've used all of this, I'm not going to put any stickers on here because I'm going to glue a piece of paper on here, and then this is going to become another plotting notebook because I love it so much. Speaking of which, well, I'm having a Nightmare Before Christmas fangirl moment. So this is my other, as I shake the camera yet again, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So this is my other Nightmare Before Christmas planner, and I took this page from the back. Like, I don't even know what I did with it. I think it's with some previous planner pages. It just wasn't, it was really redundant behind this and bothered me in the back. But I do like it here, so I did keep it there. But this is this is a hodgepodge. So and I kept the beginning pages of the there you go, the customizable planner in here. I just kind of cannibalized what I could use where, and then I've got the stickers that came with these, and then I've got these pages, and I actually used some of them. I have until July left, and so I've got this monthly setup, which this plan is like not even a thing. I need to actually go over this and get rid of that plan. And then what I have in here is I have actually 2 horizontals for this month. And then I have a bunch of horizontals in the back that can be redated. But because what I do is I actually white out the date, and then I write my blog posts in here, what I've been doing. And I'm thinking that because I'm writing so much on my books, I really, really, really want to focus in on my books a lot more this year. Instead of using this for blog posts, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using this for like ad copy and, my plans for my YouTube videos and things like that. Like my vlogs are pretty off the cuff, but I do try to have at least somewhat of an idea of what I want to do for like my writing notebook and things like that. So I think that's what these are going to be. And then in March, what's going on here? Yeah, poor March. I've spilled coffee on March. That's why that's like that. So in March, I have added to this plan that needs to be completely redone. I have undated verticals. Now, what I do with these is I actually completely ignore these on the top and I flip it like this, and I'll do like, this post is for this day of the week, this day of the week, and this day of the week, and like what the topic is for each of those. And then I'll have, these are for short form videos. So I'll have like the video clip that I'm looking for, the kind of sound I want to go with it, the words that I want to go with it, and like tags, things like that. So it's basically gives me a nice short space to plot out my short form videos, and it's 3 per week, which is great. And if I decide I want to do more, I can always turn it back this way and use like, 6 at a time, and then have I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I do plan on in March starting short form videos again, because I was creating the kind of progress that I wanted to over on TikTok, but with everything that's been going on with TikTok and with my own kind of hesitancy around creating videos, I wanted to take some time and some space. And then I'm going to focus on YouTube Shorts, which are kind of different from TikToks. So I'm structuring them a little bit differently, and I'm very excited about it. So I will be in March introducing YouTube Shorts to my channel. And they'll be kind of fast writing paced. And then I will also have like book launch shorts and things like that, but that'll be later down the road. So this is just purely a workbook. This is messy. This is not going to be pretty. It's not going to be perfect. And it is like cannibalized from a bunch of different planners. Like this back here this is the the divider for one part, and then that actually goes with this. But this is thrown in the middle, and then there's a completely separate one back here. There's like two different horizontal ones. And it's just because I actually really like working in the horizontal, and I do not mind redating them, because I'm not actually redating them. I'm just completely taking out the date. So when I was doing these for blog posts, I would do I would white it out and okay, what's the title and what's the hook line, and then what's each section, and the header for each section, and the points I want to make in each section. And then I would have my tags and my categories and any images and things like that. It was really, really, really useful. And because there was one spread per week, it was really nice because I had one blog post per week. I do not know. I do know. I started a Substack and I've been blogging, but I am going to take a step away from both of those for the year of 2025. And I'm going to really focus in on my writing and creating videos, because creating the videos is actually way faster than the blog post, and it takes a different area of my brain, whereas kind of writing and blog posting are in the same area, and I get really stuck. So I can make this video and then jump into writing my story. But if I was writing a blog post and then tried to jump into writing my story, I'd feel really kind of overwhelmed and disjointed, because I'm using the same area of my brain, but I'm making something very, very different. So, yeah, I don't know why it works that way, but it does. So I'm stepping away from blog posts. I'm stepping away from my Substack, and I'm just jumping into more videos. So, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. But this is yet another, Nightmare Before Christmas. And I might get some Nightmare Before Christmas stickers if they're still available later. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. So I do know that to add to this list, I will most likely want a tarot and a scripting planner. But I haven't decided exactly what that's going to look like, or if I'm just going to get another spiral bound notebook for that, so that I kind of have more room to be I don't want to do it today. But whenever I do that, and I say I don't want to do it today, then I don't do it for months at a time, and I go back and I'm oh, I just wasted all this time not doing it. So we'll see if I decide to do that. But anyway, I'm gonna jump into the clips of me setting things up, and yeah, I'll talk to you over there. Okay, so setting up these pages in my self-care planner here, what I did is I actually cut just regular, I think it's 32-pound paper, 8.5 by 11 down to 6 7/8 by 9 1/4. And the reason it's 6 7/8 instead of just 7 inches is because I have a toe punch, and so when I do the full 7 inches, these pages hang out farther than the Happy Planner holes will go. But then what I did is I created these two pages, the budget and the gratitude page, in Google Sheets, and then I just printed them out single-sided and just glued them in. So anyway, I kind of bounced around there a little bit. I love these dividers, and I really, really like this planner. I'm not too big on pink that much, but I was really happy to get this. It's very different from all of my other things, and I thought it would be kind of different enough to really jar me into thinking about it differently, if that makes sense. And that's all I need for each of these months. I don't need this to change up that much. It's just chores, gratitude, budget. And here I am setting up that Happy Planner, and I love this Happy Planner, and I'm going to go through it, and I'm just going to kind of really quickly show you guys, there's a month with 0 on the side, and then there's a month with Jack, and then there's a month with Sally, and then it goes back to 0. And the inside of the hole punched area is really pretty there, and all these dividers are just gorgeous, and I'm very, very happy with it. But I absolutely hate the plastic discs that come with it. They're just horrific. And here I am testing to see if the extra planner pages will fit on the discs, because the discs that this planner came with are the same size as the gold expander discs that I'm putting on, and it does fit. And here you'll see me struggling with these stupid discs. I hate the plastic discs. They cling to the pages and the covers and everything so much more than the metal ones, and it's you don't notice for the first little while, and then as soon as you get into the meat of the planner, it just becomes a hassle to move things around. So anyway, I'm getting these off of those plastic discs and adding in those extra pages from Sarra Cannon, and all. Again, I will link her down below. She's amazing, and I went through her whole video there and used all the tools, and it was just so cool.
So now you're going to watch me just wildly struggle with getting these dividers off of those discs. Like, I hate the plastic discs. I can't stand them. I've got like this massive collection of them, and I will use them in a pinch when I don't have any metal ones available. But I get the feeling that I'm going to be gifting these to my kids as they want notebooks as they get a little bit older. Or, well, my youngest as she gets older, and my other ones if they need notebooks. So I'm just taking each month and divider with that month, and then I'm adding in the month from that dashboard. I've been kind of hoarding it since I received the custom planner. I got it months ago, like right after they first came out. And they did come with a little over 2 months worth of dashboard pages. So in the planner that I'm using right now until the end of the year, I'm actually using those pages, and I just love them. They're so great. But I am really looking forward to kind of the versatility of this setup for next year, because it is just kind of a very holistic look at all of the different things that are on my plate, from my business to being mom to taking care of my house. Like, I have a lot of different areas, and having them all in one planner means that I lose stuff. So having separate planners, but keeping them all in the same place where they're in my face and I see them, hopefully will work, because I've been struggling with bouncing back and forth from planners, and I've also been really, really struggling with making sure that I stay consistent in one planner. And this year, I'm like my biggest goal for my planners this year is just to make sure that I keep a record of everything that I do this year, so that I know for future years what to beat and how to, what works and what doesn't work for me, and just kind of learning about myself and my process, because I am an entrepreneur and I'm an author, and I'm trying to build my business, and I need to see accurately what works and what doesn't, so I know what to continue with and what to drop. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will be back next week. I'm not doing a vlog again this week. It's been kind of a weird writing week, but I will be back next week with another video, and I will tell you all about my adventures of this week then. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you then.